Well, on this Valentine's Day, we are focusing on the love of CASA volunteers and what they do to help children in our communities. Here with more now is Executive Director Melanie Feathers. And Melanie, it's great to have you back on the show.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Looking very festive, Valentine's, right?
Right, yes.
And we were talking about, of course, on this Valentine's Day, talking about showing love to others. And your volunteers give of their time and their resources, their talent.
Yeah, absolutely. They really pour their whole heart into the lives of these children. And I really like to tell people, you know, we talk about loving our neighbor, you know, and really this is the best way that you can show love to these kids. These kids are among our most vulnerable neighbors, and our volunteers step in with their whole heart, giving their, like you said, their time, their resources, their emotions to really have this child's back and to say somebody's going to stand up for this kid.
And of course, you've been doing it for so many years now. A lot of these kids have gone through and had that person in their life, and now they're an adult.
Right.
And looking back at what that's meant to them, and man, how powerful to hear that story.
Oh, absolutely. You know, we've even had a young man who had a CASA, and the day he turned 21, you've got to be 21 to be a volunteer. The day he turned 21, he came down and filled out his application so that he could return the favor and be a volunteer as well. And you know, when we think about our future and we really we think about children and pouring into children and helping build resiliency in those kids so that they can in turn not just be productive members of society, but be folks who can give back themselves.
And of course, to do that, there's got to be healing.
Absolutely.
And I feel like CASA really gives them hope. It gives them, you know, they've gone through so much, and to be able to see that there is someone in that community that cares can mean that difference in which way they're going to go.
Yeah, having that adult who is consistent and who is reliable and shows them good character helps build that resiliency in them so that they can come through this trauma and come out on the other side of it with not just a story to tell, but with something to offer to their community.
How powerful.
So, yeah.
And they do this, of course, through a lot of training, and there's a lot of support.
There is.
So don't think you're going to be kind of out there on your own.
Yes.
You guys really work with them and value those volunteers.
Absolutely. I mean, it does sound daunting, and sometimes people get a little nervous when we start talking about being in the courtroom, but you have the support of a full-time staff member 24/7. They're always there for you, days, nights, weekends. They're there to support the volunteer in what they do. And these volunteers are so valuable, and I long for the day when I can come on here and say, you know what, we've got enough.
Yeah.
But the truth is we don't right now. You know, 1,900 kids every day are victims of abuse and neglect. 1,900 kids every day. That is not
staggering.
Acceptable.
It's sad.
Yeah, we have to step up and say enough is enough. And so today we ask folks to come forward and say, I want to be that person. I want to stand up for that child and say enough is enough. And just know that you are going to have that support. You're going to have somebody with you the whole way, and we're not going to leave you out there alone.
All right, and what an incredible difference you will make. We're going to give everybody some information. If you are interested in becoming a volunteer or even just learning more to think maybe this could be something I could do, you can call that number right there on your screen, or you can visit their website, CASANETN.org. Melanie, thanks for joining us. Happy Valentine's Day.
Thank you. Happy
Valentine's
Valentine's.
to your volunteers. All right, we'll be right back.